Sunday, everybody. Yesterday was super amazing as we were down at the King George Fall Festival. You heard us talking a lot about it last week as we were preparing. And my best friend, Jason.
Hi, everybody.
Came down also, too, from upstate New York. He's with JB's Bake Shop, so check him out on Facebook. And he also had a great welcome from the folks here in King George and surrounding communities. I wanted to do a little more than just show you kind of our setup, but we got so busy, even with the rain. Lots of people came out, and it was just an amazing turnout like we really knew that it would be. So that was super fun. Today has also been busy here at the farm, and it's been gorgeous weather today. So we've been happy about that, and so have all of our customers. Good morning, everybody, and happy Monday. We have started moving out our last batch of meat chicks onto the big pasture. We had one tractor that was available, so we took 1/4 or so of the chicks that we have in there and gave them this tractor. We had a few wet days and a few really cold days, so we wanted to hold off even though this tractor had been available for a couple days now. And we will have more tractors available soon because we have another butcher date scheduled for later this week. But we are starting to near the finish line.
The end of the light at the end of the tunnel. Almost there.
Almost there.
So ready for it.
This crew has been very lively nonetheless. All of them, everybody is doing good. How many of this crew do we have, Dragon?
180 or 190, something like that. I don't even remember. I thought we got 195 in the shipment.
I think it was 2 something in the shipment.
Lost track, we'll see.
It's called chicken math. You know? What's the difference between 40, 50 chicks and 190 chicks? Everybody has to go at some point. These guys, once again, are Cornish cross. So they are up to a 4 to 6 pound bird and ready for processing in only 8 weeks time. So they will spend the rest of their remaining time with us here out on the pasture, getting moved twice a day, once in the morning before we feed them and once in the evening. So they are always getting fresh grass. And as you see, they have lots of room to get moved on down. It's now time to say goodbye to our summer planted annuals here at our flower bed in front of the house. As you can see, the weeds kind of got a little bit out of control on us here. We planted some marigolds along the front. We also planted some, Dragon, what was this? This petunia, what was it? Bubblegum? Bubblegum what? Super Tunia bubblegum. That's that pink petunia that we have there. The hope was that the bubblegum would get a little bit bigger than the marigolds, but these marigolds, no matter what they say on the packet, just always seem to kind of take over. We also had some salvia that we planted this year, some purple salvia. So all of this was a little lush area at some point, and we already kind of started taking out some Dusty Miller that we had too along the front as a border, but those quickly got swallowed up by the marigolds. We have a local garden club tour coming tomorrow morning, so we figured no better time than now to go ahead and start taking all of this stuff down. But look at this. This is a coleus that we planted last year. And this thing overwintered, and it is a slightly different variety, we think, than what we actually had on hand. But we will definitely be propagating that and saving some of it to plant. This one here, though, was electric lime that we had planted. So it's kind of interesting that several of our coleus managed to seed themselves and overwinter here in this spot. These guys are beautiful. this is looking a little different now, don't you think? This was a long time in coming for us to finally get this flower bed switched over and at least pull out all of those annuals that we had in there. We are happy with the result. It's always nice to have a little bit of breathing room. If you saw how massive that sweet potato vine was, it was climbing up the chimney there. That was one plant, by the way. And I showed you those potatoes that had grown and formed also down in there. So Dragon plans to hold on to those and try to get those to root so that we can grow our own sweet potato vine next year. But all of this is looking great now. We're probably just gonna live with this for a while as we're starting to head into fall and soon to be frost territory. So we left our perennials, of course. These are astilbe that are there here on this side, and still may come through and do a little bit more sprucing up and weeding, maybe adding some more wood chips so that we can beef up the mulch that's there too. You might have missed it or seen it. We had another one of these guys flanking on this side, and that one was infested and starting to rot out, so we just went ahead and pulled that up. But that gives us a new planting opportunity now, right there. And on around we went and stopped over on this side of the house. We still need to get after the rest of this bed, but the good thing is that most of these weeds have been relatively easy to pull, kind of like a little carpeted blanket or so. But we will save this side and the back of the house for another day and enjoy the progress that we did get made today. Good morning, everybody.
Good morning.
This is Jason and David. My bestie Jason and his fiance David came down to visit us from Buffalo, New York. And Jason is the owner of JB's Bake Shop. And he's been with us for the past few days at the Fall Festival. And now it is time for them to head back home. They were here last year in August. So tell us about your experience this time at the farm.
Well, so much has changed with the farm. Now we have the farm store, we have the orchard. There's just been so many things that have changed here. It has grown so much, and it's been so amazing to see all the growth that the farm has had. All the customers that come through every single day. It's been a blessing to see how everything has changed and how much support the farm is getting now.
Yeah, I mean, I tell Jason all the time about how busy we are. And it's kind of hard to fathom when he and David have seen us operating right here in our tents last year to how we operate now this year. So I know it's it's always fun for us to have people actually come down and take a look. David, what's been your experience?
From last year to this year, just seeing the growth, the support from the community, everyone that stops by, the positive feedback that they get. It's nice to see our friends doing well, the farm doing well, the community being supportive. So it's really a great thing for the gardening gays as well as everyone that comes to visit.
Awesome. Well, we always appreciate, and what I always say about you guys, and especially Jason is a business owner, and not everybody understood or was on board with our journey and didn't know what to do or just completely tapped out. But Jason always tapped in. So, thank you.
Thank you for having us.
All right, you boys have a safe trip home. We love you guys.
Thank you. Love you.
See you next time.
This is also probably a good time to do a little update on these pumpkins before they are completely devoured and or destroyed, because this orange pumpkin was looking pretty good the other day. Now it looks like Magneto helmet. Like the chickens have carved Magneto into this one. But the other ones are still being worked on here. This lady you can see is deciding which pumpkin she wants to go after for breakfast. But pumpkin seeds are a great natural dewormer for chickens. So that's why we love having them here, and really what they're after are those pumpkin seeds inside. You may have seen a lot of these on TikTok or Instagram or wherever, if you're following different farm channels of chickens carving pumpkins this season. And so we decided to put our crew to the test, and they are doing a pretty good job. Very impressed with how they've managed to get into these guys. Of course, we help get them started, but once they're there, they really go for it to try to get to those seeds, because that's what they want. The white pumpkin, for some reason, has been their least favorite. The orange clearly has been the winner, and now they are starting to work on this yellow pumpkin right here. We'd hoped to get out here the other day and grab this orange pumpkin so we could put it up for customers to enjoy as well, but looks like we didn't make it in time. So this very odd or nod to Magneto has emerged. But these ladies will keep working on it. It's breakfast time. Everybody else is over at the troughs getting their grub on, and now it's time for Bella and I to head out and take care of everybody else. Ready, Bella? Let's go. Happy Thursday, everybody. As you can see, we were here setting up our butcher station and getting ready to do our weekly processing of chickens. But unfortunately, we're going to have to push pause on that this week because the birds just are not ready. Unfortunately, sometimes this happens. We thought we were back on schedule after having to do lots of adjustments because of all the summer heat. But this batch still needs a few more days in order to get up to the weight that we want them to be, not only for our customers who have our chicken special, but just kind of in general. So we're going to leave them out on the pasture and deal with it next week. The unfortunate part is that I have to go on a business trip. So that means Dragon will be left to troubleshoot it by himself. But this is all part of farming. When Mother Nature throws you these curveballs, you have to adjust and make do and do the best you can with what you got. So instead of butchering chickens, we're gonna be bottling up a fresh batch of apple butter.
Bottling.
Well, canning, jarring.
Jolly.
You didn't think we were gonna just take the night off and put our feet up, did you? There's always something to do at the farm.
I was hoping for the feet up. My feet were ready.
Oh, so was this apple butter. Your customers will appreciate you.
This is Kevin's batch, so.
It's a little on the sweet side, if you know what I mean.
In that case, it's my batch. That sweet guy.
All right, let's get this done so we can.
Come on, get off that phone. Get off the phone. Let's go.
We can eat dinner and get to that.
We have dinner? Oh, my God.
Get to that feet up portion of the program this evening. Happy Friday, Dragon.
Where you been?
I was collecting eggs, feeding the egg flock, the egg layers.
How did they do? How many eggs?
Same as yesterday.
70?
Yep. Actually 71. One was cracked, so I had to.
You cracked it.
I had to discard it.
You still alive?
Still alive. A little lady here in quarantine. She doing good. Cats are enjoying the Strawbell Mountain. Hi, Kimmy. How are you? What in the world? How did...
What's going on here?
Well, what is happening here? How did you get in here? I mean, and just as content as he wants to be. Hey, you don't live here, buddy. Oh my goodness. Found the open feed and has been in here feasting, and then
Jumped over.
decided to go get some water with the meat chicks. Well, buddy, you ready to go back with your crew? Is that a yes or no? Yeah, he's a screamer. I've had to catch him before. At least you know the good thing. It's not a snake. It's just a rooster this time. A young rooster. All right, buddy. Back to your people you go. These are not your people. Well, all the chores are done for today. It is almost 6 o'clock, and as you can see, it is raining. So I think this is where we're going to end this week's video. Dragon has already gone inside the house. I think because we don't have to package up meat birds tonight, we may actually go out and run a couple of errands, which feels very foreign on a Friday evening to not be working. But we are happy to have that little bit of reprieve, and we will take advantage of it. I want to thank everybody for stopping by and checking in with us once again this week. And as always, if you are traveling through Virginia, coming down US 301, traveling through King George County, make sure you stop right here and see us at the farm. Everybody stay safe out there, and we'll see you again real soon. Well, I don't know how you spend your Friday night, but we spend ours out at Lowe's, getting in some new stuff for a project coming soon. So stay tuned for this one.